back, guys. Today we will be discussing another topic, that is the relationship of biology with other branches. We can call it as interdisciplinary sciences. Now, what does this mean? Inter means between, whereas disciplinary is a word derived from disciplines. Number of disciplines are there. For example, biology, chemistry, geography, mathematics. These are all the disciplines of sciences. And when a relationship develops between any two of these branches, then it will be known as interdisciplinary sciences. Obviously, we are going to focus on a relationship of biology with other branches. The first one that we will be discussing is the biophysics. The name is indicating. It is the relationship between physics and biology. We are going to study different aspects of living organism according to the principle of the physics. I will give you a common example. For example, the laws of motions of Newton, right? Any kind of movement that occurs in living organism, that is according to the laws of motion of Newton. There are 3 laws of motion of Newton. You must have studied in physics. उसी की basis पर जितनी भी movement occur करती है in a living organism, that occurs on the basis of these laws of motions. So it is a relationship between physics and the biology. Living organisms are studied under the biology and laws of motions are studied under physics. And when both of these combine, they will be studied under biophysics. Another example is that of the liver, principle of liver. The most common example that you will see in our nature in which the principle of liver is applied is the seesaw. We all have played with seesaw in our childhood, right? What happens is, this is basically the pivot point, the central point, and when a load is present on at this side, the effort will be made from this side. क्या होता है हमारे पास? The effort will be provided from this side when there is load on this side, right? And the movement will occur at the central point, which is known as pivot point, right? This is the law of or principle of liver. In order to move this load, you will have to provide some effort on this side. The same principle is used in the movement of limbs, as you can see from the diagram. This is the upper arm, biceps, triceps. This is the forearm. Now, if I am to pick up a book on my hand, with my hand, when I'll pick that book up, जब मैं उसको उठाऊंगी, obviously there is some load. यहाँ पर load produce हो रहा है. Effort कहाँ से आएगी? The effort will be provided from the biceps. These biceps will provide the effort. Effort यहाँ से आएगी, and then this load will be carried, which is a book, just like this. Now you can see this is the pivot point at this point. जो हमारे पास यहाँ पर ये pivot point था in a principle of liver. Similar is the case here. This elbow of ours is the pivot point. जब हम बुक उठाते हैं, biceps क्या करते हैं? They provide the effort. We are going to carry the load, and the movement will occur at the central point, which is the elbow in this case, and it is a pivot. So the movement is occurring in a living organism according to the laws of the physics. So there is a relationship between these two, biology and physics. This is how the principles of physics are applied to the living organism. Clear? So this was all about the biophysics. Now, the next discipline that we are going to study is the biochemistry. The name is indicating again, biology and chemistry, relationship between these two disciplines. What is chemistry? It is study of different chemical compounds, right? Different chemical reactions, different processes that is occurring. Now, when these chemical reactions or different processes are studied in the living organisms, जब उसके अंदर स्टडी किया जाएगा हमारे पास लिविंग ऑर्गेनिजम्स के अंदर ऑल ऑफ दीज केमिकल रिएक्शंस, केमिकल कंपाउंड्स, उनका नेचर एंड द प्रोसेसेस विल बी स्टडीड, then it will come under the branch that is known as biochemistry. I will give you the easiest example of photosynthesis. अगर हम उसका रिएक्शन देखें तो it will be 6 carbon dioxide plus 12 water molecules in the presence of light and chlorophyll, which will give us the C6H12O6, that is a glucose, along with the byproduct oxygen and water, right? Now, this is the whole process of the photosynthesis. What is the purpose of photosynthesis? The purpose of photosynthesis is to make food for plants, right? But that food is being produced with the help of this chemical reaction. This chemical reaction is occurring in the plants because of which food is being produced. So, the chemistry is being studied in a living organism, that is a plant. And both of these, when combined, it will be studied under biochemistry. So, this was the second interdisciplinary science. Now comes the third one, that is the biometry or biomathematics. What are we going to study in it? We will be studying mathematics with respect to biology. दोनों का relationship. Okay, how mathematics plays a role in biology. Suppose I'm going to give you a most common example in which we have to calculate the world population. Population किसकी हम? For example, humans की करें. Humans are living organisms, right? We are calculating the population of humans. अब वो calculate किस तरह करेंगे? उसके लिए जितने भी formulas लगेंगे, all of the formulas, all of the data, that will be applied with respect to the mathematics. Maths के through apply किया जाएगा. Whether it's a graph, whether it's a table, whether it's some statistics, or it's a pyramid, all of these things are studied under mathematics. But when it is related to living organisms, then it will be studied under biometry or biomathematics. This is how mathematics is related to that of the biology. Here, now comes the next interdisciplinary science, that is the biogeography. Relation of geography with that of the biology. Now, we know geography is the study of the earth structure, different distribution and occurrence of different regions in the earth. When we study the occurrence and distribution of living organisms, इसकी लिविंग ऑर्गेनिजम्स की अकरेंस को, डिस्ट्रीब्यूशंस को जब हम लोग पढ़ेंगे इन डिफरेंट रीजन्स ऑफ द वर्ल्ड, जब उसको स्टडी किया जाएगा, देन इट विल बी नोन, इट विल बी स्टडीड अंडर बायोजियोग्राफी. क्या स्टडी करेंगे हम उसके? We will be studying the characteristics of those living organisms with respect to the characteristics of different regions. The most common example is of the penguins. Where do they live? They live in the Antarctic region में रहते हैं. They have got a thick layer of fat on their body to maintain their temperature in those cold region, right? तो वो एक characteristics है उनके अंदर develop हो गया हुआ है because of that region जहाँ पर वो रह रहे होते हैं, right? So this is how we relate biology with that of the geography. When we will study the occurrence of different living organisms and their distribution according to their characteristics in different regions, then we will put it under the discipline that is the biogeography. Then comes the last interdisciplinary science, that is the bioeconomics, relation of biology with that of the economics. From economical point of view, we will study biology. किस तरह? जब हम economics की बात करते हैं, two things comes into our mind, loss and profit, right? Profit आता है हमारे पास and loss आता है. When we relate this loss and profit concept with that of the living organisms, for example, yield of wheat. If there is some yield of wheat, हमने wheat grow की है, अल्टीमेटली उसका क्या पर्पस होता है? टू सेल दैट wheat. उसके बाद क्या होगा? दो चीज़ें होंगी. Either the person is going to go in the loss, whereas the next thing that can occur is the person will have some profit, right? Either there will be loss or there will be profit. So when this loss and profit is studied with respect to the living organism, in this case we are talking about the plants, it is the yield of wheat. When these two things are combined with each other, then it will be studied under the branch that is known as bioeconomics. This is how biology is related to all other branches of science. We can summarize it. The first one that we have studied is that of the biology with that of the physics. We studied the movement in our bones and muscles, that is according to the laws of motion of Newton, right? Or the principle of lever is applied to the movement of limbs. Similarly, in case of biogeography, biology and geography are related to each other, are combined with each other. Distribution of organism, penguins are living in the Antarctic region because of their characteristics, because of the characteristics of that region. So this is how they survive. The third one is the biochemistry, relation of chemistry with that of the biology. We studied different metabolisms that are occurring in the living organism, for example, photosynthesis, respiration, according to the principles of chemistry. जितने भी processes and chemical reactions which are occurring in our body or our living organism body, these are studied with respect to the chemistry. Then come bioeconomics, economics dealing with that of the biology. Different benefits, different losses are studied in it. Then comes biometry, that is the biology with that of the mathematics that we study. And different data are collected. Those data are analyzed with respect to different formulas, different graphical representations. These are all studied under biomathematics. This concludes today's lesson. If you have got any question, any confusion, let me know in the comment section. And yes, you people have suggested that I should be giving a quiz, and that is a very good suggestion actually. I will provide the link that you can perform at the end of this lesson, and the link of that quiz will be provided in the description, and I hope all of you will perform this. It will be a very good exercise after learning this topic, and it will give you time to evaluate yourself, where do you lie. So this is all about today's lesson. If you've got any suggestion, let me know in the comment section. I always welcome constructive feedback. Thank you so much for joining, and subscribe to my channel. Follow me on Instagram, share it, like it, and see you next time. Take care. Bye bye.